Hello guys, good morning. It's me again, Ryan, and I'm back with a not so bad trading recap. Few stop outs, but eventually I recovered and kind of reached my goal. So I was like my goal for Uber was actually short this, but I just missed it. Like this area here because it's right very close to VWAP. I have this blue line here as well wherein I wanted to even look at it, but it's just a few milliseconds I missed it, and then that's why I waited. I waited for Uber to probably wait for a reversal or bounce instead because that was the price I missed. I have levels here that I wanted to play around with. So as you can see here, 2650 area. So I stopped out and then eventually I re-entered somewhere at 2590 because there's like a big gap here that you could probably risk this low of 2590, and then eventually I made it. Added, took profit, stop out, not even at break even, and just stop out where I added. Because it rejected VWAP there. VWAP is very strong. The reason why I wanted to short this because it was too far from VWAP at the open, and a sell off. I'm kind of confident that it's going to sell off because it's a gap down stock, and it hasn't even reached this 10%. 10% was 2652. So that was the 10%. It's gonna trigger SSR. It's gonna be harder for you to short. That's why I was just looking for a long. This I could probably easy short because I know it's not been it's not an SSR yet. Yeah. So I missed a few moves here because I said okay, I'm gonna stop trading. Like take the day off. I'm not the day off. Like move on. But I saw this few times and I missed this. This is the move that I was considering, but I missed it. But it's fine. So it looks like it's kind of hovering around 26 area, but we don't want to trade anymore. So I also traded LYFT. Man, look at that. It's my levels were actually even here, 2130. If I want to trade it for I didn't want to trade LYFT basically because it was down crazy at the open. Like normally when it's down like this, people will panic and probably sell off. So this is probably the reason why it's down this much because people are probably getting out and probably rebuy back later, right? So $20 was actually a good area, but I was expecting it will break 20 and then test 1990, and then that's where I'll probably take it long. But I was kind of in early here when it's kind of consolidated, and then I saw that it rejected this price here. So I was hoping for a 50 recovery to 84, but it didn't work. I even added really tightly because I was risking, I can't remember, maybe 20 cents, and then I stopped out. And then I waited a bit. I thought it's going to continue to 20. I was basically in scalp mode at this point. So risking this low of 13, I think I was in 15 or something. And then it popped, added, like basically I made back whatever I lost in here. And then stop out. And then I tried again. I was really tempted to take this long here, but it was really close to 20. And then I was seeing this large upwicks. And I said, okay, maybe it's going to reject 2025 and it's going to, and it's going to break 20 again. See this wick here. I was scared of this wick because I thought it's just going to break, just going to hold this 2022. But then I saw this wick here as well. It's going to fight. So this price will be a good area to risk off. So maybe I was going to risk 18. And then eventually, like really, this is really tight risk, maybe 10 cents. I actually did not record this because I was going to do a recap and I just stopped recording. And then look at that pop. This is where I made most of my money. And I added, take profit again, and then stop out of break even. See, it's back. Damn. probably gonna go to 70 now. I wish I did not add. I wish I just held. I thought it's gonna continue. Yeah, so those are my trades today. Man, that was a long explanation. But yeah, let's because my recording is very short, so it's good I explained how I traded today. Yeah, so before everything else, before we watch my replay, you know what to do. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't, and follow me in my social media accounts. Yeah, so let's watch. Okay, as you can see here, I was mainly watching Uber, and I was saying like if it sells off, VWAP will come down somewhere here, and this is probably where I will short, because if it sells off, right? And then if it recovers, short here, sells off, recovers, short here. But I missed it. So that's what I was watching. Just these two stocks here, LYFT and Uber. Password is a bit. And yeah, let's watch. Okay. Check. Okay, market open. So that was the one that I was saying, right? Let's rewind and see. So volume came in 800,000. You can see there, right? But you know, since it's a green candle, you might think like there's a round number here, so kind of scared to kind of take it long, but then it rejected. So I should have shorted it at the opening price when it rejected it here, 40 area, and then risk this 20 cents here, right? And then this will be just a good 1-to-1 already, 2-to-1. It eventually even tested, but the thing is, you know, I don't want to short. We're in within the 1 minute. I should have waited for 20 cents here, for 27.20 here, and then shorted it. So that's what I was actually looking, but I can't find a short area where I can do a tight risk, because it moved about 90 cents at this point. So it was tough. There, I should have shorted there. Too far from VWAP. That's why I wasn't confident. I was thinking maybe it's gonna squeeze and hold this 27, so probably gonna squeeze. And then there you go. I can't pull the trigger. Same for was this for LYFT? Really nothing. Yeah. I mean, there is movement, but I can't no trades at all. It's really hard for me to pull the trigger. So I waited patiently on these stocks. Okay. So there you go. It's right at 50, 25, 50 area. So it's going to trigger SSR, which it did. Yeah, it did trigger SSR. That could also be a good area to risk off, right? That's like 50-cent move. And people will probably short here 27 because it's an SSR. That's a good area to short because it triggered the SSR. It'll be harder for you to short here. Yeah. Scratching my head. I'm missing a lot of things. I'm having FOMO. And I said, okay, where will I enter? When will I enter? Bouncing at 52 or 50s. I said, okay, let's wait for 35. I traded here. Oh, okay. I didn't know. That was probably a round number. Man, I said I should have waited at 35, and then I took it long here. Okay, let's see. It's recovering. Average is 26.58. This was a 50-cent risk. Yes, 50-cent risk. So I have room to play around with. 58 is my average. So it's holding this 44 here. And there you go. That's the 35. So I'm down half here. Since I was down half, let's see if I can probably recover a bit of it. So recovered. So I kind of like that. So I said, okay, maybe I'll add a 35 and then going to continue. That's what I was expecting. Added low of day, maybe. I think that's what I did for me to be able to have a better average. I was waiting and waiting. Should have added here. There you go. So that's the chance. I haven't added. Let's see what I did here. Forward is a bit, so that's the add, but I know I'm gonna risk the low of this candle. Yeah, see, because that's dangerous. If you don't stop out, you're gonna get trapped. You're gonna lose more. Okay, so I mean, I'm down. So this what's my risk? Yeah, same amount, 50 cents at this point. As I said, I need to add for me to be able to recover that loss. Okay, so average is 26.05. I can probably just add here now. I was waiting for a confirmation that it's not gonna break this 26. So added a bit late. Should have added somewhere here at 15. Just taking partials there, so that's 1-to-1 now. I can probably just exit and back to green. But I waited a bit. See what happens. There. So I said, okay, I'm gonna get out. I still have a few shares left. Come on. I'm back green. Yeah. Just taking partials. That was a good 2-to-1 in there. There you go. More shares. I still have more shares. Okay, so I'm back green with a profit. It's crazy. That was crazy. So I can't remember what I did here. I probably added. If I'm going to add, I'll probably add at 70. Here, 70 area. 70, 80 area. So it's right at VWAP. If it goes up more, I'll recover. There you go. Good profit. Okay. I'm basically up for the day. Imagine if I held more shares, that could have been a really nice profit. But my goal was to just recover the loss here and then and see what happens. Yep, pop. Take profit. Yep, there you go. So new average is 61. So I made my day, but not what I wanted. If this goes to 41, then I'll probably make more. That's why I added, because and that's where I'll probably recover more. But we're up for the day. Not bad. And then we're gonna get stopped. There. So I said, okay. Not bad. We stopped trading. I said, okay, I'm gonna make a recap because that's what we have to do. Yeah, so yeah, my recording stopped, and then I'm done for the day. So finally did break of 2050, the area that we wanted. It's all good. Uber. Yeah, look at that. Imagine if you don't stop out. Kind of nailed the bottom, but the thing is, I was just too early here. Too early. Dang it. But yeah, that's it. Sorry about that. Thank you for watching, and see you guys tomorrow. Subscribe for updates. Bye.